Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is InsideAgameR. Welcome to a new game, Railway Empire 2. This is a game that was released yesterday. I would like to thank the publisher and developers at Gaming Mind Studios and Calypso Media for sending us an early access key. Now, they sent me this key yesterday, but it was too late in the afternoon before, and I already kind of arranged what we were going to do for our live stream, so I didn't actually look at this yesterday, but we are going to look at it today. This is going to be our kind of first look. I don't know if any of you ever played the original Railway Empire. I played a little bit. I actually streamed it a couple of times. I mean, when I first started this channel, they were sending me some of the add-ons back then. I haven't played this in a long time. I'm hoping there are some improvements. Physically, you know, if you look at the screen and the images we're seeing, it does look like it has had enhancements and stuff. So it'd be quite interesting to see where they've gone with this game. If they made many improvements from the original, since they are calling this 2, they are charging quite a price for it too. But good evening to the people that are here already this evening. Sophie, Mrs. Time Lord, good evening. Just Jace, Christoph, hello. Huan, good evening. Mike Way, good evening. Good evening to anyone that might be there, just joining, etc. So let's talk a little bit about the game itself. So the game is kind of like a deep dive through history with the railways. So all aboard the Express to the riches and fame of the Railway Empire 2. Don't go over a clever entrepreneur, take over a small railway company in the early 1800s and turn your steam engines into the workhorses of the economy. Grow your company to the largest railway company of the continent and outsmart your competitors as you connect cities and companies with an ever-expanding network of rail lines, bridges and tunnels. 60 famous steam engines are at our disposal. Pulling freight passenger cars can usher in a new era of historic importance during this industrial revolution. There seems to be plenty of features. So we've got history in the making. In 1830, the dawn age of the railway, build grand railway empires from scratch. We got sprawling landscapes. It does seem to come with USA and Europe this time in a single map, as well as more detailed regional maps with 269 towns spread all over the US and Europe, which we'll have a look at hopefully in a minute. Endless possibilities. Choose how you want to play from 5-chapter campaigns set across iconic regions, or we can play just the customizable free mode. There's construction mode, co-op multiplayer, up to 4 people controlling the same railway company, which is quite interesting. That could be an absolute shambles. Okay, there is improved track construction. Laying tracks is easier than ever. Automatic place signals. Bridges can hold more than 4 tracks. And we get to ride along with the trains and all these other cool things. So, yeah, quite excited for this one. We're going to give it a go. Cheesy, good evening. We'll see what it's all about. I haven't played this in a while. So what we'll do first, we'll do the tutorial. In that meantime, do we want to do the campaign, or do we just want to do a free mode where we're just trying to build our own company without the pressure of the campaign? I'll let you guys think about that as we do this tutorial, and we'll see what this is all about. Okay, so we have to go through one thing at a time. In this tutorial, you'll learn the basic operation, how to move around the map, rotate the cameras. Okay, well, we might as well just do them all, aren't we, really? We're at this stage. I haven't played this in a long time. Very much like Transport Fever 2, for anyone that doesn't know. It kind of has that kind of theme, but obviously just trains only. Free mode? I'm thinking more free mode too. We can explore the maps and stuff, what they got. Sometimes when we do career mode stuff, you know, I hate the restrictions. Or you start building something and then you finish the campaign and you're on to the next one.
I've been expecting you. I'm Lawrence Vanderswag, and I want to help you find your way in the world of railways. I'll tell you everything you need to know to set up a successful transport company.
Sounds good.
Of course, if you want to make money transporting passengers, mail, and freight, you need to understand where the need for new railway lines is greatest. This is, for example, where goods are produced.
Okay.
Have a look at the map. Move the map in all directions and change the zoom level. And now, turn the camera in all directions. Very well. Now take a closer look at the area around the 2 cities, San Francisco and Sacramento.
We got some corn and we got some cows. What do you want me to do? Click on them?
Cities and rural businesses are crucial to the transportation business. Cities produce factory goods, mail, and travel.
Good evening.
There is a need for transportation to other cities for these goods.
Okay.
Farms in the countryside produce basic goods and raw materials, which are also needed by cities. As long as there are no railroads, all goods must be transported via simple rural roads.
We don't want
These
that.
transports do not cover long distances, are tedious and slow. Therefore, the transport volume is not very high. Through the railroad, the old transport routes can be replaced. In addition, cities and farms that were previously too far apart can be connected. Improving goods supply ensures that cities grow. Rural businesses in the countryside also grow because they can sell more goods.
Okay.
Take a closer look at Sacramento. Under the name, you can see the size of the city. Move your focus to the city and you'll see what it currently produces for export to other cities.
Obviously,
Sacramento has a steady supply of passengers, mail, and export goods every day, some of which is destined for San Francisco. San Francisco, in turn, has goods for Sacramento. Build a rail link between the two cities to take these shipments.
Okay, if you tell me how.
First, construct a railroad station in Sacramento. Open the building construction to select it. Then move it to a valid location within the Sacramento City region. It's best to rotate it so that the tracks face San Francisco.
Where is San Francisco? So I'm going to kind of go in this route somewhere, I suppose. Shift to rotate the building. I'm gonna take out half the houses though, right? Sure.
By the way, each station can be expanded after construction with up to 2 additional buildings and 7 tracks. However, certain buildings like factories can get in the way of expanding the tracks. Therefore, do not build the station too close to these buildings. Now build the second station in San Francisco. Move the station to a valid position within the city borders and turn it preferably to the southeast so that you can get well around the bay in the next step.
Okay, so he wants us to turn to the southeast more.
Very good. And now establish a track connection between the two cities. To do this, open the track construction mode and select the first station track at both stations in turn. The stations will then be connected,
OMSI is a bus
and the entire
simulator.
track will be shown to you as a preview, which you can still modify.
Okay, so we want to build a track from here.
The preview track follows the shortest path. However, this is not always possible and often not the cheapest solution.
Jesus Christ, huge
Especially
tunnel.
tunnels and bridges can be very expensive. In the overview, you can see how the track construction costs are composed.
Okay.
To change the course of a proposed track, you can insert track points and then move them. Now set such a track point once by selecting the track.
Where do you want me to do that? From here, obviously.
Now optimize the cost of the track with the help of track points. Please note that length, slopes, as well as tight curves will have a negative effect on the travel time of your trains. Then confirm the construction.
I don't really know how that is cheaper, but okay. He didn't say I can click and hold. Okay, that's probably the cheapest I'm going to get that. Felt like there was a 430 there. Alright.
Very good. The track has been built and can be used immediately. Now set up a rail line.
Keys, good evening. Okay, we're setting up rail lines now.
Add your stations to the rail line by selecting them one by one. It's enough if the rail line has 2 stations. Now assign the type of locomotive to the train line which all trains should use. At the moment, you have only 1 locomotive to choose from.
I mean, what the hell is that going to pull?
How many trains should run on the rail line. To start off, 1 train is enough. The display tells you how many trains are currently active and how many you have requested. For each train, you have to pay the cost of purchasing the locomotive. Now, confirm this cost. Fantastic! The train is now immediately deployed and will soon be on its way. Now, close the edit mode to see the rail line in action. Zoom in on the train and watch it load. The train is loading goods, passengers, and mail destined for the other city. Let's wait until the train reaches the other city. By the way, you can increase the gameplay speed at any time. Also, the game runs faster when you zoom out.
That's pretty cool. I mean, this little grasshopper thing's gonna pull a load, isn't it? The camera zoom is a bit fast, and we might have to turn that down. Here we go. Yeehaw! Can I click on the train? Choo-choo. Oh, I want to ride the train. Okay. Off he goes. It's a lot more simple and simplified compared to Transport Fever anyways. Oh wow, that's a bit of an incline, isn't it? Oh, it's like a long roller coaster hill. Let's see if we get a nice picture of this grasshopper. Here he comes. Choo-choo. Might pull a whisker. Yeah, I don't know what the hell it's going to pull. Hey, it's doing well. I'm surprised it's got enough fuel and steam to do the length. They're so bootlegging, aren't they? Better watch it from the platform. I wish I could, like, be a person mode. That seems to be, like, the closest we can get. The graphics are quite nice, though, hey. Hey, Dosed, good evening. How are you? How is everyone? Hope everyone's good. So we're doing a tutorial to get the basics of the game. I don't think I'm going to have to do all the tutorials. Look, we'll build a line and we'll figure it out, right? Here comes the grasshopper. Choo-choo. I hope they got European trains if we're in Europe.
The train has arrived and is being unloaded. The numbers rising above the train are the transport revenue. This is the most important source of revenue for your company. However, each train also generates personnel and maintenance costs. But more on that later.
17 grand I made.
Keep watching for a bit, and this tutorial will end.
I don't think we need to learn anything else, right? Feel alive again. Yesterday on migraines. Oh, nice. I hate migraines. The worst.
Hello. In this lesson, I want to give you some additional information about track construction.
Okay.
You already know the basics, but I have a few important tips.
Tips. Let's go. What have you got for me, man?
First, consider the cattle farm with the road connection to Sacramento. The road tells us that the farm can deliver goods to the city. In this case, livestock to the meat industry.
Okay.
The transportation by roads is slow and limited. Sacramento could produce more meat if the city received more livestock.
I get what you're saying.
Therefore, you are now to establish a railroad connection between the cattle farm and Sacramento. In order for a rural business to use a station, the station must be set up nearby. This is indicated to you by a line from the farm to the station.
Okay, so building construction. We want to obviously... Oh, okay, as long as we're within this area, that's not so bad. At least we don't destroy the farm like we did before.
Very good. And now, build the track between the new station and the station in Sacramento. Don't use the first two station tracks in Sacramento, though, because we still need them for the connection to San Francisco.
Okay, so don't use the first two. So, why don't we just use this one, because it's a funny-ass bend.
Great! But before you build the track, I want to explain how you can influence the height of a track. To do this, insert a track point on the track and change its height. You will see the controls at the bottom of the screen when you move the focus over the track point. With the height of a track point, you can influence tunnels, bridges, and slopes. Now, optimize the track so that no tunnels or bridges are needed, and the track has a length of less than 250 kilometers or 160 miles. Then, confirm the track construction.
Holy Jesus. Okay, I think that'll do it. Oh no, is that a bridge? Oh, that's not a tunnel, is it? And that's not a bridge. I think we're good.
Excellent. Now, set up a rail line between the cattle operation and Sacramento. To do this, create a new rail line between the two stations, select a locomotive and a train, and confirm the cost.
Okay, we've only got one train, so what can we do?
That done, the rail line can begin service. But suppose the demand for cattle becomes so great that one train on this line is not enough. Then you would have to add another train. But this is not possible at the moment because there are no parallel tracks. Therefore, you should now build a sidetrack and define directions of travel so that several trains can operate between the cattle farm and Sacramento. Open the track build mode again. Now select the track at the marked position to insert a switch. Now it gets tricky. You have to lay the new track as a parallel track to the existing one. Parallel tracks are much cheaper and offer many advantages. Move your cursor to the marked position and make sure that the parallel track symbol appears on the cursor. Then confirm the position. Very good! Now the track will continue to be built as a parallel track. Now select the last position for your sidetrack near the cattle farm. You will see the complete track with 2 switches as a preview. Then confirm the construction and pay for this track. Now you have to set directions for the 2 parallel tracks.
This is the
Otherwise,
part I hate
your
about all these
trains will
games.
always choose the shortest way and not use the sidetrack. Now open the direction mode and select both tracks several times so that they receive different directions. Very good! Now your trains can go one way and return the other. Why don't you zoom in close to one of the new turnouts and take a look at the signals that were automatically created by the turnouts and the direction of travel.
Signals
These
I like.
signals define directions of travel and tell trains where to stop if the track section in front of them is already occupied or reserved.
It's a very much simplified version, isn't it?
But at the moment, you don't need a second train on this route, because your rail line can already transport much more livestock than the previous rural road. This allows the meat industry in Sacramento to produce more meat, which also benefits your rail line to San Francisco. Now, let's take a closer look at this rail line. Open the Sacramento City dialog by selecting the Sacramento City borders. You can select anything except special buildings. Important information about the city is shown here.
Alrighty.
At the top, the citizens of the city are displayed. Below that is how many wagons of goods the citizens and the industries in the city could consume and how well this demand is currently covered.
So much to remember already.
Furthermore, the current train usage is shown for freight, passengers, and mail. Below that, it shows how many passengers and how much mail are currently waiting for transport and how much is added per week.
Okay.
It is important to note here, these express goods do not wait forever. For example, after a few days of waiting, travelers will gradually abandon their journey or look for another way.
Well, we
The
don't want
same
that.
is true for mail. So if you want to transport as many express goods to San Francisco as possible, a train should leave Sacramento every 5 to 10 days. However, your existing rail line only has one train and only reaches Sacramento every 15 to 20 days. So you have to put in another
Cipri,
train.
I did. Mercedes did alright in FP1. FP2 was a bit more shaky though.
However, this route does not offer any alternative options for several trains. Now you have to change that, but this time with a different method than before. Open the track construction mode and build a railway line from track 2 in Sacramento to track 2 in San Francisco. You will see that this track is automatically planned as a parallel track and is therefore very convenient. But 2 parallel tracks do not help yet. We still have to connect them. There is a very practical method for this, the station gridiron. With it, you can connect parallel tracks in front of stations. Select the station gridiron and build it in front of the Sacramento and San Francisco stations.
Okay, that's cool. Well, it's easier to do it this way than the other way then.
Excellent. Now set different directions for the 2 parallel tracks so that the trains can avoid each other. Select the track direction mode again and set different directions for the 2 tracks by selecting the track sections. Excellent. By setting directions, all signals are automatically created here as well. Now your track is ready for more trains. Close the track first. You can simply select the train that is traveling between the two cities. Do that.
I like the way this train station has just got really grand all of a sudden.
You can also simply switch through all your rail lines. Try that too.
Okay, so this will go through all of them.
And there is a third way. Select a track between San Francisco and Sacramento. Then, a list of all the rail lines that use this track will open on the left. You can also select the desired rail line from this list.
Okay.
Now select Edit Rail Line and increase the number of trains to 2. The cost of this is for the locomotive, which has to be bought new. Fortunately, the wagons cost you nothing. Confirm the cost so the second train can be purchased, and then close the mode. Perfect! Take a close look at the station and the station gridiron in Sacramento. The new train can be created immediately, because thanks to the gridiron, both tracks are available to the rail line. The gridiron is more than just a crossover. While the train always chooses the shortest way at a
I won't ruin it
crossover,
for you then, Horan.
at the gridiron, free tracks at the station are preferred. You can place gridirons at all parallel tracks in front of a station if there is enough space available, because the more tracks are to be connected, the longer the structure. Since the station gridiron can only be used by one train at a time, I wouldn't recommend you to connect more than 4 parallel tracks. Now let's wait for the train.
Where's this train coming from? Ah, look, it's bringing its meat. There's no meat on that. Where's the wagons? We're waiting for the train to come. Here comes the train. Choo-choo. No, here doesn't come the train. It's only just getting to Sacramento, look. All of a sudden...
And already the new train is on the way. By the way, the train number of the train you are currently looking at is shown above. Switch through the trains on your train line once. This is useful, for example, if you want to see what each train has loaded. And that's the end of this lesson. You now know how to create switches, side tracks, parallel tracks, track directions, and station gridirons. With this, you can already create any complex track system. You'll figure out other objects like
so what do you plan for next week's streams? There will be an ARC stream, for sure. Sunday night, I'm thinking about playing Cars for Sale 2023 because all the saves were wiped on the last update, so we have to start all over again, so at least there's something to do. Monday, we always fly Mondays with the virtual airlines, so we'll be flying an X-Plane 12 this week because we did Microsoft Flight Simulator for the last 2 weeks.
Welcome to my lesson on
I don't
locomotive
know.
maintenance.
What do you want? What games would
First,
you like to see this
you
week?
need to know that all locomotives have different maintenance intervals and consumption depending on their type. Take a look at the rail line between Sacramento and San Francisco.
Is my train broken down?
Here you can see the current state of the locomotive. The lower the condition is, the more often the train has a breakdown and stops on the way. Locomotives are automatically repaired at stations if they have a maintenance depot. To do this, try choosing the station in Sacramento. Here you can select Construct Extension. Do that and take a look at the options available. Then build a maintenance depot.
80,000.
Very good. Whenever the state bar of a locomotive has dropped to about 60%, it will be serviced. And since the Sacramento station is used by both of your train lines, the maintenance depot also benefits both train lines. Now close the station again and select a train line once more. These 3 bars show the levels of water, sand, and oil. If operating materials are missing, the locomotive will be significantly slower.
Ah, that's cool.
Water is needed on a daily basis.
Obviously, steam.
Sand is needed when going uphill to increase the friction of the wheels. Oil is needed to lubricate moving parts, and the amount required is dependent upon the distance traveled.
I don't have Satisfactory. It's one game I've never played. Planet Crafter I do have. Raft I do have. I haven't done Raft in a very long time. I don't think people will be that interested in Raft. I do have Son of the Forest 2, which we haven't played since really release day.
Obtained at supply towers, which must be built along the tracks. Open the building menu and select the supply tower.
Well, bloody hell. Supply
now build
tower.
a supply tower near each of the marked positions.
I forgot about these on this game.
Very good. Both rail lines can now reach a supply tower. You can build them at any position along your lines, but they should be far enough away from switches and stations so that a long train can stop at them without creating conflicts.
Okay.
There is one more building that has to do with maintenance, the maintenance post. Select this building type. Unlike the maintenance depot or the supply tower, the maintenance post is not a required building type. It is suitable, however, when many trains come together in a small space because the maintenance post can reduce breakdowns and thus long traffic jams and conflicts considerably. However, this also results in daily upkeep costs.
Okay.
This brings us to the end of this lesson. Feel free to look around some more. Once you have finished, this tutorial will end.
Okay, I think we're nearly there now and we're ready to start the game, guys. I think there's one more. Maybe if we enjoy this tonight, maybe we'll do this again.
This lesson is about optimizing rail lines. Specifically, how to optimize the revenue of a rail line according to its tasks. For this purpose, select a train of the rail line from Sacramento to San Francisco. Since this rail line operates between two cities, it transports passengers and mail. These two goods are among the express goods because they require fast transportation. Consequently, the faster the transport, the higher the transport revenue. For example, the faster you transport a passenger, the higher the ticket revenue.
There's new trains. Look at these new trains.
Now open the balance sheet of the rail line. Here you can see, among other information, what revenues the selected train had on its last full tour. As you can see, revenue for freight transportation also plays a role. While Sacramento produces meat, San Francisco has cloth. Fixed prices are paid for freight transportation, so speed is not a factor here. Now consider the costs. Maintenance and fuel are mainly affected by the length of a tour, but personnel generates daily costs, so speed plays a factor here. Also, a rail line can transport more if it is faster. However, freight is much heavier than express goods, and a locomotive cannot be fast and powerful at the same time. Therefore, there are different locomotives. For example, on this rail line, a mixed-use locomotive is used. This is always good if the load consists of at most half freight goods. If there is a higher percentage of freight, a freight locomotive would be better.
Yes.
Because the train will otherwise be very slow.
We must be able to set the trains to just take one thing, though.
We now want to test a freight locomotive and one for express goods between the two cities. Open the Research and Development section. Here you will see many technologies that you can unlock over the years. They improve countless aspects of your business. These include higher ticket prices, happier passengers, and even more modern locomotives. Your current locomotive is the Dunham. Select it and let's take a look at its data.
Yep, I always try and bring new games to the channel that I get sent and stuff. What does it want me to do? Pair locomotives in Dunham. Select it and let's take a look at its data. Okay, apparently I can select the engine. Okay, interesting. How do I get out of you? Oh, I've got to find the train. Oh, sorry. There we go.
Compare the speed, tractive power, and suitability of the Dunham with the two locomotives to the right of the Dunham, the Derwent and the Firefly. You can see that the fast Firefly has a much lower tractive power than the powerful Derwent. This means that the Firefly is much worse at pulling heavy loads, but much faster at pulling light loads. Now, unlock these two locomotives so you can use them in your rail line. Very good. Now close this dialog. Now optimize the rail line for express goods. Exchange the locomotive for the Firefly and select Express as the load type. Then, pay the cost for the new locomotives and close this dialog.
Okay, so we can set the trains to do what we want them to do, which is really good.
Now, watch your rail line and use the fast forward function if you like. It will only pick up express goods and it will reach a much higher speed than before. After a while, it will even show the express symbol. This means your rail line is the fastest of its time and gets even higher ticket revenue. You don't have to offer an express line, of course. Everything works with slower and mixed transports as well. But suppose you have a good reason for this optimization. Then, of course, freight transport is missing. If you can't transport freight on the same tracks, that would slow down the express train. Therefore, you should expand the tracks from Sacramento to San Francisco.
Alrighty.
To do this, extend the 2 parallel tracks from Sacramento to San Francisco by 2 more tracks. Then build a station gridiron at each station, connecting each of the 4 tracks. You can just build the new station gridiron on top of the previous one, but be aware that the new gridiron is much longer. Don't forget the directions for the new tracks.
But hey, got a bit carried away on that one. Okay, then we want the gridirons. So they're separate to them ones. And then we need to make sure we pick our direction. Okay, it wants the gridiron to be all 4, not the 2. Sugar. Demolish you. So if I put you to 4 now. Do I have to demolish the other one? Oh no, okay, it just got to go further up. Okay, I get you. I get your game, I get you.
Excellent. Now create a new rail line from Sacramento to San Francisco. To make it use the new tracks, you need to set waypoints. To do this, select the following 4 objects in sequence: Sacramento, the outbound track, San Francisco, the return track.
The Sacramento, we want it to be the outbound. And we want the return track, the inbound one here.
Very good.
There you go.
Now use the Derwent as the locomotive. Select freight to be loaded because this rail line should only carry freight. That's exactly how it's done. Normally trains always take the shortest way, but by using waypoints you can specify certain paths. You should also do this for your express line so that the 2 lines don't get in each other's way. Otherwise,
hey,
we're
River
through
Runner.
with this
Hello.
lesson. So when you're ready, you can finish it.
Okay. You know what? I think we're done with the tutorial. I think we'll work it out as we go, right? So we're going to start a new game. We are going to do a custom game, we decided, wasn't it? So we've got a whole map, West Coast, the British Isles, whole map. Wow. So it's got all of Europe if we want it. Here's me in Galway. That's where we're going to start, right? I think we should probably just do the British Isles for our starting go around. That'd be where I'd want to start. Starting year, number of cities, 24, 60, no rank yet. Let's continue then. So who do I want to be? So we do get some different things, perks. Got the engineer, we got the gangster, 20% chance of refunding the cost of an auction, can acquire factories from cities without auction, higher cost for tracks, tunnels and bridges. Well, that's not good. Social skills for the infantry, can't even say that now. We got the general, 10% higher revenue from freight and mail, 30% lower track construction, 30% higher cost. Oh, that's huge. Personnel costs 15% more. I think this is our best one because we get the least. Ugh, that's a horrible alert. Why are my alerts? This happens every day, and I hate this. I said it before stream, and then when you go live, Streamlabs resets your settings. But anyways, Emilio, Nani, good evening. Thank you for the subscribe. Okay, so we're gonna go with this guy. I think. Let's go with the engineer. We can change his name, right? Part of me would love to have lived back in this time just to wear a top hat, to be honest with you. Rolling Thunder, change company name. Rolling Thunder. No idea. Maybe we should just keep Rolling Thunder. What's this? Sure. I think Rolling Thunder's fine. Okay, initial funds, 3 million. Let's reduce that. Let's make it a bit harder. Your competitors, let's just have a couple of them. Regular for AI, because we've never played. Mergers on, task regular, inflation rate, moderate, I suppose. 100%, 100%, 100%. Refunds, unlimited. Yeah, that's fine. Regional concessions. Is this option enabled? The map will be divided into differently partially historic regions before you can carry out actions in these areas. You must have acquire a concession. Okay, let's do that. That looks like it's going to make it a bit harder. City founding seems to be off. We can't change that. Let's start the game. Sure, look, what's going to happen? Top hat. Yeah. Yeah, nothing does stop anyone dressing like that today, but I mean, here in Ireland, if I walk down the road with a top hat, I don't know. People will definitely look at you.
There you are. This region is your new home. But
This
your
is my new home.
competitors won't make it easy for you. I've also created a to-do list for you.
Is that Sligo? Yeah, it's like... So, yeah, I'm somewhere around here somewhere. In this tree somewhere, this is me. Okay, so Ireland, we got Munster, Connacht, obviously, which is the area that we've got. We've got Ulster, which is obviously Northern Ireland, Leinster, Dublin area, and obviously the Munsters the south. So we have to unlock these. You need to own a concession before you can perform any actions in this region. Cities 1, rural businesses 3. It cost me 150,000. I don't need to worry about that yet. We got Galway and Sligo that need connecting. I've got meat that can go to Sligo. We got corn. I mean, we're producing clothes here, and we got a farm. Oh yeah, we got some wool. So look, we got some things that we can do here in Galway to try and make some money. Galway City still looks like this today, by the way. Oh look, there's our cathedral. Actually, no, it's my headquarters, but it looks like a Galway Cathedral. There we go. So there we go. There's our little headquarters. The game's quite nice, actually. It's beautiful. Okay, research. Can we do any research? Do I have any points? How do I know? Per month plus 60. I start with 200. Okay, well, let's get this on because that's going to give us number of passengers. I was just thinking there what the hell we're doing. So let's make a construction then. We need to put our first train station in here in the city of Galway. The train station is like literally here in the city centre, but obviously I can't do that. Is there... It'd be better if I could get it in without destroying everything. It's going to have to go over here, isn't it? Alright, here's fine. I'm only going to take out half the houses. But I do like it reshapes the road, and I believe more houses. These cities will grow in time, right? No pot noodles in time. That was true. There was no pot noodles in time. It's only got one line. Look, it's looking very sad right now. So the first thing that we should do is a train station up in Sligo. Again, this is a bit of an awkward place, but here we go. We'll try and squeeze it on here. I'm not going to lose too much. I'm also going to get a train station here at the wool farm. And this is mainly going to be for Galway, obviously. We're going to connect all these up nicely. So let's get our first line going then. And I suppose it makes most sense to go all the way to Sligo. Let's get this passenger train running. Why is my WASD not working? Okay, there's a bit of a... $116,000, $15,000. Okay, 114,000 seems to be the going rate here. It is a bit of an awkward one. I actually feel like maybe... Oh, it definitely doesn't look better that way, does it? Jesus Christ, 500,000. Alright. We'll probably stick with the way it is. Oh no, hang on. We're maximizing it. Now this is obviously going to make things longer. That's the only issues that we're going to have, isn't it? $90,000. There we go. That's nice. 88,000.
Another task checked off.
Alrighty. Well, how about we get our first train line then? From Galway. I don't know what the hell's going on with the controls. To Sligo. We've only got one locomotive, and that's the Rocket. Okay, so we do have time period for the UK. That's great. We like that. It's going to do everything. More expensive than American trains, though. Here we go. Here's our first train. The Rocket. Choo-choo. Now that's what you call a real train. So they're taking some wool up there, they're taking some passengers. Here we go, more wool. Now, I don't think it's going to make it all that way without some buildings. So we probably should put a supply tower in somewhere. Probably at this point, maybe. So it can refill. I think that's an okay point. It's nearly not halfway, is it? Maybe we should put in another one. I'm spending more money than I'm earning. Okay, just in case it needs it. I don't know. Let's have a look at the train. Why are you going 1 mile an hour? Oh my god, it is the slowest train in the world. Hey, we reached 26 kilometers. You know, what's that? Maybe 16 miles an hour? I don't know. Again, Biggsy, good evening. How are you finding this? I have 1, 2, 3 to give away. What, this game? You have 3 copies of this game to give away? Well, that's awesome. How do you get 3 copies to give away? I see that you're playing the other game that I was going to do tonight. They had the option. But they picked this over the other one. I haven't tried the other one yet. I actually don't believe we need those supply towers. At all. Okay, let's get track construction going on then, because Galway needs the wool. And I suppose the best thing we could do is just connect it like that. Now, there is no signals. So can I put signals down? That answer is no. What happened to automatically giving me signals? Why has the game decided to change its mind how it wants to play? Okay, I've still got 100 points. Let's do whistles. And I need to work out a maintenance post. Oh, we need to pick a city, don't we? So if we pick Galway, we go to construction, and I want to put a maintenance depot in there. That's not at 84,000, but we need it. Oh, I know. When we put in a train line, it's going to put in signals. Look, you watch. We put another rocket on. I mean, that's only going to do freight. Let's be honest. Okay, so how do I put signals down? I must be allowed to build signals myself, otherwise what's the bloody point? That's not really going to work for us, is it? No, that's not going to work. Okay, maybe putting that track where I put it is probably not the best idea. They're going to conflict. I should be allowed to signal these myself, right? Otherwise, that seems really stupid. Meanwhile, passengers watch as a local gallops past on a horse. Hey, the rocket is taking some stuff here. Look at him go. Choo choo. Only freight though. No passenger service on that train. Okay, I need to reconfigure this track. Can we edit it? There must be a way for me to edit this, right? Okay, that now put a signal in here for me. Okay, that's done it. It is an absolute dog crap way to do it right now, but it'll do. We will expand that all the way, but I don't want to waste too much money. We've only got 1.4 million. Okay, so now if I put in a new line, we now have signal probe, so we should be okay. One train. I mean, I don't think passengers will go up there, right? Well, okay, maybe. Okay, so if I'm on the line, that one will stop him. Vice versa. Okay, I think we'll be okay. It's not pretty. Maybe I can demolish this line. Oh, hang on, that's going into number 2, isn't it? That makes no sense what I've just done. I think we're going to be okay, right? It didn't delete all of it, it just deleted it from here, so I can live with that. Let's put this in just the way it should be, into line 2. Now, I don't think I need to set the tracks. No, we're all good. So they use their own tracks now. That one freight train is going to be more than enough for this journey, right? Here he is. Look at all this wool. How do we ride the trains? There does say there's a way to do it. I'm not sure yet. Bacon Rastas looks oddly satisfying. Oh, I love Transport Fever 2 and these kind of games. I used to play the original of this. I hope this is Steam Deck verified. I play this all day on the Steam Deck. It's kind of like a mental challenge as well as anything else. You know, trying to figure out all your lines and... I mean, look, one train going up and down here is not going to be enough, so we are going to put in that second train. And what we'll do, we'll put it in parallel like they did. I think we have to do a little bit, don't we? And then we can go parallel. No, it's not parallel, is it? Alright, so that's parallel, 199 grand. We're going to build it. And then we're going to put one of these gridiron things in. And we'll do the same up here somewhere. A bit closer to the station, I think, is more appropriate. Do I need to set directions on gridirons? Oh, looks like I do. Okay, what? The train is leaving already. Okay, all seems okay. There you go, he's bringing his wool to Galway. How much does this make me now? They made the Galway so accurately. They did, didn't they? This is what we still look like. This is what the roads look like. This is traffic every day. I didn't even get to see 16 grand that one run made us. Wow. Okay, yeah, this does look very much like Galway. We even have one of the Aran Islands, but they're all kind of together, right? If that's supposed to be the 3 islands, it is, isn't it? They just merged them all together for a bit of fun. There's the Corrib, but the Corrib does go all the way through the city. But yeah, it's not bad. Okay, I don't need a new rail line. What I need is to get more trains on the track. So Galway to Sligo. We want to edit the rail line and put 2 trains on there at least, right? Okay, I only get 60 research points a month. Okay, let's zoom out for a minute then. So Sligo is producing what? Meat. So it needs a cow farm. And here is our cows. Awesome. So we will add in a train station, of course. I mean, the good news is it can just literally go anywhere. We'll put you in. And we'll build a new line from here. That's the station, isn't it? Oh, crap. I might have built it a bit close. We'll put the track in there. 270,000. There you go, max speed now. Well, we managed to get it down a little bit. No, not much is changing here now. A bit of a dog of a run. Track direction's fine. Let's get a new line in there. Let's get our cows going. We still only have the rocket. Here we go. Look at all this beef. I like the way it puts your company name on it. Look, it's pretty cool, hey. I miss is gaining me resources while I watch stream. Ah, that's cheating. Steam Deck compatibility playable according to the Steam page. Oh, okay, that's good. If it's playable, I'll have to have a look at it. Yeah, see, this is the thing. Even Transport Fever 2, it's playable, but I find some of the text very small. See, only the Irish would do a route like this instead of a straight line. That's some really bad planning by me, isn't it? Okay, what else we got in the area? Do I get more money if I bring this farm stuff to Galway, I wonder? I don't know, is it worth doing or not? The demand for imported good wool has been reduced because it has reached maximum stock levels. Well, that's not good, is it? So, what construction extensions can we make? A restaurant? Market hall? And what happens here? The restaurant increases revenue from the passengers who start to transfer at the station. It's 15%. Okay, market hall. And a post office. Okay, I get you, I get you. See, this train is now carrying nothing. Because we've got enough wool. I think game speed 3 is a bit slow. I feel like we need another speed here. Okay, what personnel have I got? Working 8 hours. And the same thing's going to happen with the meat now, isn't it? I think it's a bit early to be looking at this kind of stuff. Museum, library, universities. Ah, I can make factories. What needs vegetables? Okay, so I can actually build in these towns as well. Okay, that changes things a little bit. So what are you? Vegetables. Grain. I mean, no one's really using vegetables for any buildings right now. Unfortunately. We can build universities and stuff. I feel like we're in the Middle Earth ages still time. A comedy movie? Pfft, I don't know. I haven't watched many in a long time. Have you found my new base yet? Got 0 and 2 of us for squad tomorrow. It's free to play weekend. I'm on a download limit at the moment. I hit the on the broadband, so I can't download anything this week. I said it yesterday's stream as well. I ballsed up. I seem to have caught a lot of sun today. I seem very orange. There you go. We'll make my big shiny head a little bit more shiny. I mean, this is not good though. This is now costing me more money than it's worth. Can I make this train wait here? Must be a way to edit it, right? Edit rail line. No. Bugger. I feel like we need more trains, or is somebody broken down, because I'm not seeing anything coming from Sligo. Oh, did the train not come back on? Oh, sugar. You know what happened? There's no trains. No, there is trains. So where are the poxy things? Did Sligo eat my trains, or what? Okay. I've messed up the line somewhere. Here we go. I made a big cock up. Did the other train start in Sligo? Of course it didn't. That would have made too much sense, wouldn't it? Okay, so he's off. Wonder why I'm not making any bloody money. What provider you use for broadband? In Ireland, I use Imagine. You only get 1,000 gigabytes a month, or they cut you off. Even though it's unlimited. Hey, Lewis, welcome from Portugal. Good evening. How are you? Hey, Lloyd. By the looks of it, in my opinion, I'd rather play Transfer Fever 2 than this. What are your thoughts? It depends, really. I liked these kind of games, like the Railway Empire, the original. I played a lot of it back in the day, before I kind of got into Transport Fever. Transport Fever offers a lot more, of course, between obviously routes and stuff. But, I mean, I quite like that we get a research tree on this one, and it's done by, like, Era Pacific. Which in Transport Fever, just once you go through the ages, you just kind of get them. Like, you won't be able to unlock everything. We'll have to be selective. It's still too early. We'll see. It is hard to know. I need to put a bit more time into the game. Oh, yeah, you definitely have to. Okay, so that train's up there. So I'm hoping the second one's leaving. Here we go. It's got a negative balance. That is not what I want to hear. Okay, well, hopefully they'll sort themselves out. Things that go to Sligo tend to come back in a hurry, so something has gone to be wrong. Yeah. I probably actually only spent about 4 hours. Yeah, but when you think about a game these days, 60, 70 gigabytes, some of these games, you know, you think about everybody streaming, watching, or whatever you're doing, like, that just disappears pretty quickly. Yeah, it's the same crap. But I'm unlimited, but they give me a warning when I hit about when I'm very close to it, and once you go over it, yeah, that's it. You get nothing. It is rubbish, but okay, let's see how much this train's going to make now on its first trip down from Sligo. It didn't bring many passengers. It brought a lot of goods down, though. Result Q1, 529,000. So I gained that. Let's just keep going. I just want to see how much this train makes. Hey Lewis, it's early days. We did the tutorial. I've only just started getting into it. I find that the time progression is very slow, but that might be on purpose. Okay, 18,000. That's not bad now. We do have some more research points because it's a new month. I wouldn't mind getting a new train. I don't know if it's worth saving up to 300. Is there a way I can get better research? There must be a way, right? I must be able to invest in my research. Okay, stoker, train, security, saboteur. Oh, I can get a saboteur. Oh crap and hell, what am I doing? We're paint jobbing these jobbies. How much does he make for one? 2 grand. Okay, well he's probably making his money there and back, right? We don't seem to be running out of any steam and stuff. They're quite happy. I think they're doing an okay job. Task list. Okay, we do actually have some tasks. Build tracks with a total of 980 kilometers. Oh wow, we're miles away from that. Have a train run from Sligo to Belfast and back in 12 days or less. So we have to unlock these new areas. I was thinking about going south first. That's 150,000. How much is the south of Ireland? 150,000. Okay, let's buy it. So we can start building in Northern Ireland then. That's what it wants us to do. That's going to continue on. We now have sugar, we got grain, we got corn. What does Belfast produce? Bloody cloves. Out of everything it has to do is bloody cloves. So the train line, the fastest way is going to be following this road nearly, isn't it? And that's where this station line doesn't really make much sense. Oh, sugar. Maybe I'm going to have to go round. Just to use a new line. Alright, let's have a look at it then. Train station in Belfast. I'm going to put it this way round. As awkward as hell that is. And we're going to put in a new line. I'm going to pick the furthest one away from this one. Oh my god, look how deep that is in the ground. Friggin' hell. Okay, 1 and 2 have been used, so we'll use 3 for this. Oh, I forgot we can make bridges. I've got a tunnel straight out of here. I can't afford this. This is 2 million odd quid. Friggin' hell. That's not going to work, is it? What if I go from this way? I can't because it goes through Dublin. Okay, I've made a bit of a boo-boo. Already I'm not happy with how this planning's going. There's no Limerick. They're giving us what, Waterford? Okay, there is a connection bonus on this at the moment. So let's see, does it make money if it goes into Sligo then? Let's see how this will... Oh my god, now look how high it is. I think Sligo's built underground. Building a viaduct. Great gear now, man. Okay, it looks pretty though. Okay, surely it must still take stuff down there and make money. Unlimited 75 New Zealand dollars. Yeah, here 69 euros is what I have to pay for that. talk to Virgin Media. Not worth it. Well, Virgin Media don't come up my way. Where I live in Ireland, there's currently no broadband fibre optics put in yet. I remember I was downloading something in Romania super fast here, and the best providers is a little sloppy. Yeah, 100 gig on upload speed and unlimited. So my speeds aren't too bad considering I don't have fibre broadband. Mine's done by 5G. Fibre optics haven't, well, they have been invented, but they've not quite been put in here properly, shall we say. Okay, I think Sligo might need a maintenance station, because we now are going to have other trains coming in and out of here, because this train's going to be ruined, right? Yeah, it's not looking good. Freaking look at this tunnel for sugar. Oh, that's horrible. Okay, let's see how much money we make from it though. As long as the line makes money, I don't care. And I got a 306,000 bonus as well. That's a lot of sugar. 16 grand. So we can connect the vegetables up to Galway as well then. It's the only thing that makes sense, right? Let's build another train station then. Yeah. Try and be a bit smarter how I place this one for the line. I don't think passengers will go between the freight places, right? Where's that cow train? What the bloody hell's that gone? Oh, I think he's getting maintenance. Is this train already gone? Where's my train? Apparently I didn't make the train. I must admit, the details are quite nice. Hey, look. We've got a big bent tower now. Let's just see what we get to do here. Why did he bring no vegetables? Excuse me. Lewis train station. You tell me. Why is this one making money then with the sugar? No, he's not bringing any sugar down now. Okay, so that making no money. Vegetables are not worthy. So what does sugar make? Because clearly we can have to buy a new construction for a city then. Sugar can make... I need sugar and apples. We could make cheese though in Galway. Because there is a... Oh no. That's Sligo, isn't it? Okay, I've got an idea. Maybe. Okay, so in Sligo, let's make a cheese dairy factory. Why am I not allowed? To be fair, that's most of my money as well. Every track needs supplies then. I thought when they got to stations they got a supply tower. Clearly they don't. Okay, let's have a look at our research. Well, we've got 240 points. I think we should really wait now and get the next train, right? Let's read some chat. Couldn't tell off the top of my head. The bloke solves me at the door. Mum's go. Hey, you going by train tomorrow? Where are you going? Oh, you're going to see your mum. Nice. Sounds good. Okay, clearly we're not making as much money as we were. I mean, they're not taking particularly much, look. I brought Northern Ireland and it screwed me. Cork wants meat. Waterford wants beer. Okay, let's invest. What else is there to do, right? So let's build a train station in Cork. I think the best way to put a station here would be somewhere along this top road. Why am I not allowed to build anymore? Train station cannot be constructed here as it is on the outskirts of town. Move to train into... because I built the Belfast one, this has to be connected. Oh, for frig's sake. Can I demolish you then? That's why things weren't building. Okay, now it makes sense. Okay, I have to spend my research points on this. That's great. We have to move down the track. Okay, we're going to put a station in here now that I can. That's better. Where were we putting it? Somewhere here, wasn't it? We'll put it here near the town. We could probably use this as like a route between with Galway. Chemin's expands network rail length over 777 kilometers. Okay, so we're getting outbeaten by the competitors now. Always good. 600 grand. Okay, there's a tunnel here. Let's see if we can get rid of that tunnel. Bugger. Can we just build bit by bit? Why does that cost me 300,000? Because I'm not going into the first one in Cork. Oh, bugger. Okay. I hate that you have to delete all your sections. Okay, let's get a new train in here then. Researches, foundations. I'm not interested. I can't afford it. I'm still only using my rockets. If we could make an 1800s version of Eurostar, but better. Well, we could try. I need to try and get Ireland out of the way a little bit and move over to England, which I'm doing a terrible job of. We are going to try and make a line up to Galway next. All railway companies are now allowed to buy shares from each other. Make sure your competitors aren't growing in value faster than you. Oh, friggin' hell. Basically, we're not doing very well. I mean, that's a big load of meat, right? He's going to need, not demolish. I think I have to go up to Galway, right? $50 grand just for a station platform. think we can share platform 1. Can't see why not, right? They can get maintenance up there. Yes, we are connecting. Okay, new railway line then. So we're going to go from Cork all the way to Galway. We've got the rocket. To be honest with you, I don't know why. I still think we should be allowed to signal post. I think that's a big no-no. Okay, I'm hoping that this is going to help. No, that's not going to help at all, is it? Is that train even coming? Okay, what's happened to that line? Why are you not working? Okay, you're working. Okay, here he comes. We'll see how this works now. This is a pretty hard game, hey. The Brits have control of the railway bridge and rail. The German counter-offensive keeps getting pushed back. What are you playing? Ireland's a beautiful place, yeah. It's great to live here, out in the country. Beautiful. Right, let's see how this is going to work. I mean, this poor little guy's suffering on his own, but he's done it. I think to make this profitable, some parts of the line will have to keep single, but then I'll split some of the lines up like this so they got a couple of connection points. Okay, I'm just hoping the two trains don't bloody collide, otherwise I may have to change the tracks. Like, I need to be able to put a signal in here. Well, how much are you making for me? 1 grand. Oh, bloody hell. I mean, profit's profit, but Jesus. But he's taking quite a bit back with him. Bringing all the clothes back down to Cork. Galway's clothing them. But yeah, if you can't put your own signals in, how are you supposed to utilize all your tracks? I'm not sure. I mean, that's all deep. So here wouldn't be a bad place to put another track construction. Oh, it'll go through there, won't it? Yeah. I think it just expands the building. To be fair, I might be able to go all the way to Cork. It might not be that expensive. No, Jesus Christ, this holy cow is expensive. Okay, so if we reconnect you there then. That is a long section though before they can cross over again. But until I get more money, this might be the only way we can do this. Put one of those gridiron things down. And then we just need to set direction. Right. Ah, that just seems overly complicated. There we go. Okay, so what I'm thinking then is, let's put another loco on that line, right? We'll see how this goes. It is a long way to go. I think I've screwed this up. I want to start again. Now that I've kind of got the basics of the game, I would definitely do things a lot differently. Hey, Bus Fan, good evening. I don't mean to miss chats and getting a bit engrossed into the game. I'm Irish. My mother's Irish. I was brought up here. I lived here. I was born in London, but we moved to Ireland when I was 3. But then I moved back to London when I was maybe 8 or 9. But all my mother's side of the family is out here, all my aunties, uncles, cousins. So yeah. That is why. It's nice. They pay bus drive as well. What more can you ask for? Okay, well, he's waiting to be deployed. I'm assuming once this train gets there, he's gonna depart. I don't know why I made this so difficult. Waterford to Cork would have been just easier, right? We don't have a lot of money left, though. Why is it so expensive? We're digging tunnels. Okay, that is going to be a lot more expensive than I expected. But you're making beer, and I think beer needs wheat, corn. Oh no, it is wheat. Oh, sugar. We don't. Oh no, there is. Look, we got a farm here. We can make some money off this. It's not all wasted yet. What the frig is going on here? Did I build that? No. I know I don't have enough cash. I'm running out of money. Right, I'm hoping that this is going to make me some money fast. What the frig has happened here? So the Irish have decided to build a road from Waterford to Little John train station by going out to sea. It's like a little promenade. Here you go, here comes our first goods train. Mix up making some beer. That's explaining everything. You don't got that strong of an accent. Yeah, you know, I'm English accent. You gotta remember, my dad's English, mum's Irish. You know, depends who you live with, it depends how you speak a lot of the time, but yeah. But I'm 50-50. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Alright, we're desperate for some money here. I don't think this is savable. I really think where are the trains on this route? One there. Okay, so it's worked out kind of okay. No. That's not worked out okay. Oh, where the frig is the other train? Oh, he's going up the line. Can't really edit anything. I mean, all that way from Cork. 2 grand. 5,000 on the other one there. But we're exporting a little bit more now from Galway. But where the hell was the other train? He's only just getting here. Let's see how much he's making from Galway. $20 grand. Taking some mail, some passengers, more mail. Oh no, more passengers. Okay, that's good. And off he rolls. Okay, well, what can I do research-wise? Is there anything? Is this worth it? Allows to upgrade train stations with warehouses. These allow goods to be exchanged between different rail lines. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So that means that I can bring different things then. If they have a warehouse, I think. Here, goods can change from one train to another. Oh, that's so good. But that is so expensive. Okay, you're still getting your cow in. 2 grand from the wool. Okay, I think the trains are now chasing each other, right? He's just got here. See, look, they're not making much money because they got to travel so far. Oh, Jesus. We do have 136,000 in the bank now, though. There must be a way I can get from here to Cork without spending so much money, right? $300,000. Trying to come round.
Hey!
Screw
You
it.
have completed this task.
What have I done? Okay, we built enough of that. Earn 147 from the quarter. Yeah, not happening, is it? Produce clothing in 3 cities. Apparently I've not even done 1. So why am I not producing clothing in Galway when it says that they should be? Oh, they're only making cloth. Not that I can afford this, but okay. I get what we're doing now. Right, we can put in a new line, right? Liverpool, Manchester built up steam. Okay, alright. Why is that train line not running? Oh, I don't have the money for the train. That would be why. Little John train station to Cork waiting to be deployed. Okay, did I click on that instead of Waterford? Here we go. One just magically spawns. Let's see what we can do here. Thanks, Adam. I'm wondering, how do you download the Hoover mod for the V3D ALX? Oh, I'm not the best person to ask that, mate. I'm not sure. Okay, looks like we're taking some beer with us. We're taking lots of beer. Hopefully this is going to be a bit more profitable than what's currently going on. What the frig is blocking the line here? Yes, I know, I'm losing money. Okay, he's probably coming into track 1. Is that making him wait? Oh my god. See, this is why you need to be able to add signals. Why have they not let us... That really makes no sense. I think I'm going to have to join their Discord and say to them, like, what... Unless it's a research item. And if that's the case, I can live. Nah, surely not. Otherwise, you've got to be absolutely perfect when you create your lines from the beginning. Let's see if there's anything about signals. Nah. Okay, that's pretty sad. We should be able to put in our own signals. I mean, even he's waiting now. He can't get in because of him. He wants to go out this way. Oh, Jesus Christ. You see, he doesn't need to wait. That's a straight out. What have I done? Can we pretend that you've never happened? Nah, this is just an absolute crap show down here. This has to be reorganized. It's an absolute mess. Okay, so what we can do then is go back to our build. Where's the Waterford line? Oh, I've got to build everything again. Okay, that's fine. Cheapest point anywhere? Somewhere about here. No tunnels, please. I mean, that's still a very expensive line, but I think the line is worthy. So, are those lines still in place? Waterford to Cork is in place. We do have a train. Okay, so that's starting again. He's just bringing beer now. That's fine. He's going to need a supply tower along that route. That's him sorted. Train number 1. There's no way to pause the game. Awesome. Okay, train number 2 then is coming from you into platform 2. Cork up to McLean stop. So that's him sorted. And then our third line now we can build a gridiron just for fun, right? Okay, that's tidy up. I might have to do the same up in Galway. Okay, Galway to Sligo, other than that seems okay. He's just going up to the meat shop, isn't he? Yep. Did our Waterford train come in? Really? Holy cow. Well, why did he take so much friggin' beer? Oh my god. Well, that's not going particularly well, is it? What have we got? We've got 140 points. Don't think I can unlock now as a train, so we're going to have to wait. It's a slow process, this thing. Really slow. Ah! I'll just bash my leg. Okay, so cool. Oh, hey, they're going downhill now. Ah, look, he's thundering now. That's the only way to really do this, is you'd have to keep rebuilding your lines. Oh, that incline's not going to do any good, is it? Oh, holy cow. I would call that amazing, eh? Tally up, 101, subscribe, thank you, mate. Much appreciated. Farming Sim's worse than this. I was going to actually do Farming Sim tonight, but they sent me this, so I thought we better cover it and have a look at it. I actually quite enjoy it. I'm getting pretty engrossed. I definitely would like to start again. I think now that it's kind of that kind of game. It's like Transport Fever. Even once you've played a little while, you just kind of understand it. I mean, this guy's had a small breakdown. Like, that's not really helping me, is it? Okay, well then how do I fix this train? Okay, more important things. How much is this beer gonna make me? This better make like 200,000, otherwise I'm screwed. Here we come. Walker's gonna get a taste of that fine ale. Oh, I love it. I can sit here playing this for hours. Like I said, it's one of those games you just get proper engrossed in. I think they've made some good improvements from 2. There's still some things missing that I would have liked to have seen, like the fact that I can't do my own signals. Like I said, after this I'm going to go find a Discord and give a bit of feedback. Unless I'm being stupid, I'll ask for help. But yeah, you definitely need to be able to... If I can add my own signal there, it just changes the dynamics of what I can do. It's forcing me to buy more lines. Why is it not? Okay, it's unloading now. Unloading of beer apparently is extremely painfully slow as well. Okay, what we're going to earn? Be like $1,000. 4,000 that. And it's had a small breakdown. Oh no, that's the other one. How much did that just make? Even this train's struggling. Why am I not getting the figures here? Okay, so that means, unfortunately, here needs a maintenance depot. That's 100 grand. It's all my money gone. I mean, that didn't help. I really put Galway Station in a bad position. I should have had it more here. If I play this again, would everybody be okay if I started again? Would that offend anybody? Oh, hang on, that's Sligo. 5 grand made there, though. What made 5 grand? The meat train. I mean, we're making money. I suppose I can just rebuild everything, but at the same time, I'm just not happy. It does take lots of time. I mean, look, this friggin' thing's not pulling a thing now, barely. The Waterford to Galway, you see, if I could put in signs, I could literally just take the line. But what we're going to have to do is take a whole new line and put it up through here. So I won't be able to afford that for a while. I mean, the only thing I could do is destroy this for a bit of money. Okay, what? How much money did I spend there? Okay, now I know where all my money went. We don't actually have any maintenance posts yet. Oh. So they'll get that train on the rails again a lot faster. Okay, so then what we should try and do is get a line up from Waterford then, right? A 1,000 bridges later and tunnels. I mean, this is a lot of money. Okay, so that's going to open up a new line then. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. We'll put a stop in it. Look at this train. Let's go to Cork. Yeah, okay. 5 days later. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think I just forced that train to start again as well. Does that mean my Galway to Waterford didn't work? Oh no, Galway to Waterford's in. I think they're loading in Galway. Here it is. Ah, Jesus Christ. I mean, this is ridiculous. I should be allowed to put a limit on the train. I don't know. Hopefully I can upgrade to these in a minute. Revo start again. Yeah, I think fresh start is fair with a steep learning curve. Yeah, there's definitely a learning curve. I mean, we can rebuild everything, but like these runs that I made are pretty terrible. Like the incline's proper hurting me. Not that interested. I mean, look at this. 6 kilometers an hour, he'll get to Cork in about 5 weeks' time, right? Oh crap, I haven't put any water supplies on the line for him either. See, what I don't get is that they don't fill up at the stations. That makes no sense to me. Okay, the good news is it's making this do a little bit more work. So now I'm losing money on this per week. But without that wool, they can't make the cloth. It's all a vicious circle. Where's that train? Why have you stopped? I don't know what I've done, but I've broken it. It's either that or it just doesn't have enough power to move this load. I don't know what you're waiting for. Well, the only thing I could do is... I mean, Waterford's the most valuable part of Ireland right now. It's the place that's making the beer. Okay, it's back on its 2-mile-an-hour journey. The map is lovely though. I think they've done a great job with the map. Fort William. Nice. Maybe next time I'll start in the UK. I don't know. Ireland's hard. There's a lot of hills in Ireland. Like, the other thing it hasn't taught me is about the investments and stuff. Like, probably why you're supposed to do all the tutorial. So that I can put money in the stock market. That buy other people out. Oh, my company value's going up. Absolutely no idea how. But I do have the new train unlocked. So aha! Come on, little train. He's not going to pick up more, is he? Look at that. Now that's a rocket. What's happened to this guy now? Oh, he's broken down. I'm gonna start changing these trains. Okay, now I feel like we can go somewhere. I mean, this bad boy's got the speed. Boop, boop. It makes such a difference. So it's got the British flags on. Made in England. I'm gonna be honest, I just want to see how much this thing makes. Because it's a long way down. Hey, I reached 32 kilometers. I mean, oh, I've doubled my speed. Once I see how much this thing makes. Maybe I don't need to start again. Maybe I can just fix all my issues. Now that we got a faster train. As long as it's in profit, that's the main thing, because operating costs are now higher. Okay, 16,000. I mean, it was only its first run. There is something going on here. Express line danger as fast locomotive is available. Yes, I know. I am changing you. Don't worry. That was the easiest 50,000. Now, this slow train for here, I think, is absolutely fine. Waterford Cork's already had its upgrade as well. That little train here is fine for pulling the beer. Alright. Okay, let's have a look at my train routes then. So, he's doing meat deliveries. He's fine. Waterford to Cork now is making money. Little John making money. You still not making money. He's going back with beer, so hopefully he's going to make money. I'm to the Cork to Galway. Are we no longer serving that line or what? I wonder will he stop here and pick up anything? Yeah, beer seems to be extremely heavy for anybody. No. He's got passengers, he's got mail bags, he's got beer. What a trading commodity. $20,000. Yes, that's what we like to see. Okay, so I lost my line from Sligo to Galway, apparently. No, not Sligo. Cork. We're going to put the Adler. We're going to put 2 on it. Right, he's off. He's not carrying as much as he was, though. That's a worry. But yeah, look, he's already nearly in Galway. Okay, I don't have enough points for anything. Oh, will they crash? No, he's gone on to a second line now. Okay, 9,000. Alright, so yeah, this could be salvageable. Maybe. I thought maybe though if we like brought new things into the city it'd be better, but we can use it for connections later on, so I suppose that's what that's really about. Because the first thing we would connect is probably that to that. Belfast probably down to Dublin, Dublin to Galway kind of thing. I mean, we've already got Waterford now going up to Galway. Put the Cork train nearly on the same line, but it all depends if, like I said, if we could do our own signals, I think we could do so much more with this game. I think it'd improve things a lot. See, there is a maintenance shed here. Yeah, that'll get repaired on its own. Are we bringing much beer back this time? Yeah, we're still bringing a good amount up from Waterford. We got the first research thing here. Reduces bridge construction. I'm not that bothered by it. I mean, improved working atmosphere. Is it really worth it? Now what we really need is this train then to go all the way up to Sligo, maybe. So this train should get repaired here. 20,000. But look, guys, I'm going to leave it there for tonight. I actually really enjoy it. Sometimes I prefer it more than Transport Fever because there's a lot more to do in Transport Fever all the time. You continuously, you know, looking for trucks, lines, this. This one is a little bit more simplified. It's a bit slower. When we created the time frame, I would have actually lowered it now to speed up the time just a little bit because I think it's a bit slow. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it actually. I'm going to download it on the Steam Deck, see how it plays. I'll definitely get some hours in on it, that's for sure. But if we want to do this again, obviously let me know if you're watching it back in the comments, and obviously anywhere else you want to let me know what you guys think. Definitely going to do some more on it because I'm enjoying it. I love trains. It's just a bit slow. So yeah, I think I'd nearly start again, change the time frame. I think that's probably the biggest mistake. Like, the lines we can delete and fix. Like, to be honest with you, this line could be sorted out. This is the only one not making money. Oh no, it is making money now. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. It's just one of those runs. But yeah, I'd be nearly starting to think about if leaving this alone, if it's making money now. Obviously, we'd unlock the last sector and we'll connect Dublin up to Galway and Belfast. And then you probably want a train going like a loop or something. And then islands be left alone at that stage. The only thing that would change is if we need commodities from, say, there to there. But look, obviously, Holyhead to Dublin, they're going to want a bridge. That's not going to be cheap. These are my competitors. So my competitors already have a train. No, screw you. Here, can you see them? So he already owns a train station here, so we'll be fighting, and look, she's up here. I feel like they've done way more than me. Now, you can turn the competitors off, and you can just do your own thing. The only way we can sort these guys out is to buy them out, basically. But yeah, that's how we go with that. Thank you for everyone that's been here tonight. Much appreciated as always. And hopefully I will see you all Saturday or Sunday with Cars for Sale. And yeah, good night.